Hey, what's up, Canada and beyond? We're gonna do something off the cuff, off the hook, off the wall, off of the rails for anything we've ever done before. So bear with us as we're gonna have a few technical difficulties that I'm sure of. But we're going to muddle our way through it and adapt, improvise, and overcome on the fly. So, without further ado, I'm going to bring in a whole bunch of folks here that some of you guys might recognize, some of you might not. And we're gonna have some fun as we go. Like I say, well, guys, I'm going to do just a quick poker table introduction to the audience, and then we'll go around the table here, and these guys can actually let you know what they do, and then we're going to start with some of the extracurricular activities. Don't mind some of the bangs and pops and whistles that may happen along the way. Going to do just a quick. Now we've got. I'm hearing weird things happening elsewhere. Anybody else hearing weird stuff?
It's not me. It's not me.
Probably not you, Lonny. It's probably me. I'd almost bet it is actually. So, first off the hop, sitting right next to me, Brock Schneider, the mastermind behind Wendy Bell Radio Network, the producer behind the desk, and the youthful, pretty man to bring on for everybody's.
For the ladies.
And next to him, we have Doug Force, sometimes named the most dangerous man in Canada. We've got Mr. Chuck Black, failed rocket scientist and journalist extraordinaire. We've got Lonny, the mad scientist, cowboy wildcard. And Jurgen Vollrath, the indomitable Jurgen Vollrath. From against the grain. Can actually let you know what they do. And am I hearing me too, or am I the only one hearing me?
No, I heard it.
You're hearing it too? All right.
Yes.
I've got something going on somewhere that I have absolutely no idea what is going on, which is par for the course. So, Brock, tell us up here in Canada a little bit about yourself and how you got snookered into this.
Well, I work for Wendy Bell Radio in Pittsburgh. We're in Pittsburgh, but we're in other states. Imagine this: we do a radio show in Pittsburgh, but we're not actually in the radio market of Pittsburgh. But we're in 10 different markets. I got roped in by you. You've been our Canadian correspondent. If you don't know what Wendy Bell Radio is, it's pretty much common sense. We call it common sense conservatives. We say what the mainstream media can't say because they're beholden to the dollar, to somebody else. So that's what we try to do. That's why we bring Wayne on, who is our Canadian correspondent, who's pretty much a fixture now on our show. So Wendy Bell Radio app, we have our own app. So if you can download that, you can see Wayne's stuff on our app. But that's how I got roped in here with you, Wayne. You bullied me into it.
Well, I appreciate your kind comments there, but to me, it's the bigger honor that you're here. Wendy Bell is a longtime journalist, a career journalist. I believe she has something like 21 Emmy awards.
21.
She's somebody that reaches people. So this is why one of the things that we're able to do in crossing over audiences and communities is help us unite and talk about some of the hard conversations that we can't otherwise.
Some of the conversations nobody else is having.
Exactly. Mr. Force.
There we go. I muted my microphone. I'm probably better known for, the last couple of years, Ethics Over Fear, as the co-founder with Wayne Peters of that organization. But prior to that and ongoing forward in time, I did The Myth is Canada. And it's been a lot of fun. I mean, working with Wayne, working with Ethics Over Fear, working with the people that we've been able to work with. A lot of work, but it's also been very enjoyable. in that sense of accomplishment. And we're Ethics Over Fear will be launching a new phase 3 coming up. I'm not going to disclose that right now, but Wayne will know what I'm talking about. And yeah, that's what I do.
All right, who's up next here? Chuck is still here. Oh, Jurgen's on his way back. Let Jurgen,
Well,
while we've got you, since you made it back in, you got labeled the against the grain guy here. So give us a little minute on how you what a little bit. Oh, maybe he can't hear me. Can you hear us? Maybe not. Chuck, give her a go.
my name's Chuck Black. Lately, I've been working with Wayne on a vidcast every Thursday evening called Last Week Today. We talk about the news of the week. It's a half-hour show. It's a lot of fun. I also work with Wayne and Doug Forrest on the Ethics Over Fear Task Force. For the last, I guess, 13 months, I've been the editor and publisher of something called Freedom Forum Canada, Freedom Forum News, where we hold public figures accountable for their actions. We're an old traditional journalist organization, and we try to do old style print. We try to do videos, and we get a nice audience. We get about 50,000 a month. Not quite as good as Brock. I think Brock got a far better audience than me. Previous to 13 months ago, I was an actual real journalist. Unfortunately, I tried drinking the Kool-Aid. I really did. I have a 14-year history of writing articles for the Globe and Mail and the National Post, being a subject matter expert for CBC. But they don't want my stories anymore. So I started out my own publication, and here I am. I'm stuck with you guys.
Well, we're glad to have you, Lonny. You're probably the most unknown in this group here. Lonny's kind of a new one to the family and the team in the last year or so. He's been doing some independent journalist work for us and our platform, and educating me on a whole lot of the science and the corruptions and the scams behind the scamdemic. So. Can you hear us out there, Lonny?
Oh yeah, I got you. You got me there. Can you hear?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I can't hear you guys great, but I can hear you. Yeah, I know. First off, thanks for the invite here. I'm not used to being on this side of the camera for sure. I'm used to being in the back scenes and doing what I can to help out there. And yeah, the mad scientist intro there. Well, hopefully we can talk a little bit more about that here later too, because it's been actually about 21 years of my life. So you know, I'm eager to share that and talk about it whenever I can. And I'm looking forward to what's going to come out of this tonight. I know we're going to have a lot of fun here. And
cool.
Well, let's carry on.
Jurgen, can you hear us now?
Dang.
Boy, we're not having much luck with Jurgen here so far. All right. Well, kind of what I want to, I appreciate all you guys taking the time to join us here tonight. This is going to be a whole sideways show, I'm sure. But thank you for acknowledging all of the different ways that we fit together, and that's a good point for people to see. Right now, we've got people from all over the country and in southern parts of the United States that are talking about some of the same things in the same places that are happening to us at the same time. And I wanted to get away from the echo chamber of nonsense, and it's forbidden for us to talk about whatever triggers our audiences, right? So this was kind of what I wanted to do is have a Saturday night instead of poker session, but a Saturday night triggered session. So if out of the chute there's no predictability on what we're going to be doing here. Oh, Barry's missing. That's who's missing. Barry, you got an email. Barry Prince, he's out there listening. You got an email and you got to get the link that's in there. Click on the StreamYard's link and that'll get you in here. I knew somebody was missing. He would light this. He's going to light this all up when he gets in here. So I've got something a little bit of having fun here with what we're going to do here tonight. And I'm going to start off with Brock. I'm going to put him on the spot first, off the cuff, whatever triggers him. But this is where I'm going to do a little bit of housekeeping maintenance first. Guys, if you haven't shared this out, it's going to get good. Share this out. The second thing I got to tell everybody is when this starts to get going, we're going to be leaving Facebook and YouTube, which is, I expect, within the next minute or two, and eliminating from streaming to those platforms because you just can't. All right, guys. So on that note, Brock, start us off.
Well,
Something that triggers you.
I don't know, since it's the States, I don't know if you guys are hearing about the Leah Thomas, the dude that's a chick swimming in the listen, I swam competitively. And them saying, we talked about this the other day, I'm done. I'm done with the pronouns, the he, she's, theys. I'm done with I've got a penis, but I'm a woman. I'm just done. And right now, that's all that stuff is triggering me because it's they want to make the abnormal normal. And
The first
it,
truth bomb.
I mean, my head wants to explode because you can't even say you look nice now, and you want me to. They just named Rachel Levine, who was the Secretary of Health of Pennsylvania, who is now the highest ranking female admiral. Her name isn't Rachel, it's Richard. And now Time Magazine, I think was it Time or USA Today, called her Woman of the Year. I just have one question: where are all you feminists at? What
Right?
I thought having a huevos wouldn't allow you to be nominated for Woman of the Year.
So there we are, right there. This is where I have to interrupt. That's the first major truth bomb. You're already self-censoring. This means we've got to get off of Facebook and YouTube, guys. There's going to be no point in doing this if we don't. So, guys, there's links in the description. Find us on the other platforms, and we're really going to start diving into some of this stuff in about 30 seconds, guys. So
Good job, Brock.
Well, I just wanted to mention something.
It's not the first time I'd have been kicked off Facebook.
Well, you got. I call her Ralphie. I call him Ralphie because he looks like a Ralph, not a Richard.
Oh, he makes me want a Ralph.
But we have our transgender person here, who's the head of the medical in the federal government.